what is curd? Have you ever prepared curd? Do you know how is curd prepared? Now all you need for curd is milk and little bit of curd, maybe a tablespoon, not even a tablespoon, even lesser than that, a little bit of curd to be used as a starter. So how do we prepare curd? First let me tell you that process. In fact, you can try preparing curd in your home. Just take a bowl, put some milk into it. So we have poured some milk into it, and you take little bit of curd. Just put little bit of curd into this milk. Mix it properly and leave it overnight. And what do you see? You see that the milk gets converted into curd. So that small amount of curd acts as a starter, and that starter actually enables the entire milk to get converted into curd. So how does that curdling of milk happens? So this actually happens due to the presence of a bacteria called lactobacillus. So the bacteria is called lactobacillus, and this bacteria is present in curd. So this small amount of curd which we are actually adding to this milk, so that small amount of curd contains this bacteria. And what do these bacteria do? This bacteria causes the proteins in the milk to coagulate. So the proteins which are already present in this milk, they start coagulating. That means the proteins come together and they form lump-like structure. As a result, you see, if you look at the structure of milk, it is very watery, it is like fluid. But if you look at curd, it is thicker than milk. It is more, you can feel that lumpiness in the curd. So that happens due to coagulation of the milk proteins. And who causes coagulation of milk proteins? The bacteria lactobacillus, which is present in the curd sample. So as a result of this formation of this as a result of this coagulation, lactic acid is also produced by the action of this bacteria. So during curdling of milk, this bacteria produces lactic acid. And we have learned in our previous lesson that acids are always sour in taste. And due to the formation of this acid, curd is sour in taste. Even though it is prepared from milk, but curd is sour in taste because of the presence of lactic acid. So what do we learn in the entire process? So in the process of conversion of milk into curd, what happens? A lot of chemical reaction takes place, due to which new chemical substances are being formed like lactic acid. The protein structure changes. So that means a lot of change in terms of chemical composition takes place. So therefore curdling of milk is also a chemical change. So let's look at the next example, that is burning of paper. So this is again a very common example which we come across in our day-to-day life. And we will see how again this is a chemical change. So when we burn a paper, all that we get is ash. So here you see that their physical appearance definitely changes because we are actually getting a new substance altogether. Now, but when you look at their composition, you see that paper is made up of polysaccharides. If you look at the chemical composition of ash, it is also made up of some complex type of polysaccharides, but their chemical composition is not the same. Also, in this process of change, during this change, it is not only that paper just immediately gets converted into ash. A lot of heat is produced during the process when you burn a paper. A lot of light is also produced during the process. And this change is obviously irreversible because you just cannot convert the ashes back into the paper. So this is again an irreversible change. So burning of paper is a chemical change. But if you try to compare it with tearing paper into pieces, so tearing or when you try to tear the paper into different pieces, so that is a physical change, because in that case the change is only with respect to size and shape of the paper, but the chemical composition of the paper still remains the same. And that is why that is a physical change. But in this case, since the chemical composition also changes, so it is a chemical change.